Hi, this is Anatomy 3 by Elliot Mills. The arteries. The main function of the arteries is to take the blood away from the heart. These mainly transport oxygenated blood. Apart from the pulmonary artery, the aorta is the largest of the arteries. It is connected to the left ventricle where it takes the blood from. This then will split into smaller branches. 3 layers of the wall are in the arteries. These consist of the tunica adventitia. This is the outer core that is protecting the arteries and the veins. This has elastic fibers and connective tissue. Tunica media. This is a smooth muscle in between the 2 layers. Tunica intima is the last layer and has contact with the blood. Arterioles. Arterioles are mainly in control of the velocity in the blood pressure by regulating the diameter and size. The arterioles are made up of muscular walls made up of 2 layers of smooth muscle. Capillaries. Out of all the blood vessels, the capillaries are the smallest of the network. Over the muscle they spread around in a big network. They have thin walls. They are designed and built for quick but smooth exchange. The main function of the capillaries are to exchange gases such as oxygen and carbon dioxide. Veins. The majority of the veins carry deoxygenated blood back to the heart except from the pulmonary vein, which carries oxygenated blood back to the heart from the lungs. The structure of the veins layers are exactly the same as the arteries, with the tunica adventitia, tunica media and the tunica intima. Venules. Venules are the small blood vessels which are the connection from the capillaries to the larger veins. These are 3 layers, with the first inner being the endothelium, which is the membrane, then the middle layer, which consists of elastic and muscle fibers, and the outer layer, which is connective tissue. The circulatory system. The circulatory system is the thing that controls the transportation of blood around the body using all of the above slides. The main function for the blood to get around the body is to get oxygen to the working muscles. It also gets rid of waste and gives the body energy. Bradley Wiggins. When Bradley Wiggins competes in the Tour de France, he will be using aerobic energy systems because he is travelling long distances at a high intensity and competing at the highest standard. So it is vital he has a good cardio system, and he will have all of the above slides to the best of his body. Lobes. The right lung has 3 lobes. There is a superior, a middle, and an inferior. These are all separated by lobular fissures. The left lung has 2 lobes, consisting of an upper and a lower. These are separated by oblique fissure. Pleural membrane. The pleural membrane has two layers within the thoracic cavity. The outer layer is the parietal pleura and lines the thoracic wall. The inner layer is the visceral pleura, and this covers the lungs. They produce lubricating fluid, which means they come closer together, and this creates better movement when breathing. Thoracic cavity. The main function for it is to bring together and protect the main organs. It is also protected by the thoracic wall. It is mainly built up with tendons. The visceral pleura. It is attached directly to the lungs. This then creates the intrapleural space. It forces the lungs to expand, and then resulting in exhaling and inhaling. Pleural fluid. The fluid is transparent, and the main job for it is helps the lungs expand and contract. The fluid is constantly being made and replacing the old fluid. Internal and external muscles. The main function of this is to help the lungs expand and contract. So when the intercostal muscles relax while the external muscles contract, it causes the expansion. How the oxygen molecule goes around the body. First, when breathing, the oxygen goes into your lungs and down into the alveoli. And then this will filter through the blood system and goes into the red blood cells that carry the oxygen molecules. This then goes into the mitochondria, and this then supplies ATP energy into the working muscles. The gaseous exchange. The main function of this is to turn carbon dioxide into oxygen. This occurs in the capillaries, where the oxygen levels are lower than the capillaries, and the exchange happens due to diffusion, where a high concentration moves to a lower concentration. Somebody like Mo Farah, where he is running long distances and using the aerobic system, where he constantly needs oxygen to run. Inspiration and expiration, also capacity. Inspiration is mainly due to the diaphragm, where it expands the lung size so more oxygen can get in, and the external intercostal muscles. Then the expiration is due to the elastic recoil of the thoracic wall, so it is bringing the lungs back in and pushing the air back out. Mo Farah will use this during his races and will have a bigger lung capacity to the average person, so his lungs can expand further, also known as lung volumes, such as tidal volume, vital capacity and residual volume.